sign of 47 yet, but...
Greetings and salutations. I am tired. I'm also Karen Russmore and welcome to my channel. I probably shouldn't say that I'm tired so often. I bring this about myself. And yeah, so I've barely had a chance to set up here. Just me being me. Hi, my cat, or should I say dad. Let's get into mod mode. Mod mode. Oh shoot, I'm still on the VPN at work. Hopefully nobody cares. Otherwise I'm gonna be having a conversation tomorrow with somebody going, why were you using Twitch on the VPN? And it's like, it was after work and I came off the VPN. Get over it. Right, so yes, this is my continuation of playthrough of Pathfinder Kingmaker. Session 72. Which basically means I've been at this for 36 weeks. Give or take the occasional day off I've had to have, and it was a week that I took off, but 36 weeks. 26 weeks is half a year. So I've been playing this consistently. This is gonna... I've got a bit of a headache at the moment, so I'm just gonna... Yeah, that's not too bad. So yeah, I've been playing this consistently for about half a year, and I think this is the beginning of the end. I think. I say I think because, hi Josh, it's like this game has continually surprised me as just how, sort of like how long it's been going on for. But at the same token, it's like, I think I'm pretty much getting towards the end. So I don't actually know how long these are going to last. What I do know is I don't like some of the stuff that they've done for the beginning and the end, which is causing me to have to keep reloading and saving and reloading every time that something happens, because we'll get into that in a little bit. So it's not really the smooth, there's been times during this game where things have gone wrong. And I could have been like, well, I'll just reload it and see how I can do going forward. Because anything that's gone wrong has been recoverable. Yes, there's been times where I've died, or there's been a TPK where it's like, have to reload. But at the same token, that's once or twice a session, maybe. There's been entire sessions where I've not had to save it at all. From beginning to end, I've not even quick saved. This beginning of the end is a bit of a struggle. My hair is fuzzy right on top of my head and it's distracting me. And my headset is off to one side. Why does... Right, that wants to go up and that one wants to come out, and then... No, my head's just crooked. This headset is distinctly higher up. I've never noticed that before. My ears must be crooked. I wonder if that... See, I can... Yeah, the thing is, wait, is this... No, I'm looking at it and it's not mirrored. Which is weird. So it's like, yeah, it's anyway. Let's get on with the gaming, shall we? That's what we're all here for. Let's actually creep that down a bit. I've found that I'm dipping into the red a little bit more than I'd like on the audio capture. It's not too bad if I go into the red, but at the same token, if I was to suddenly scream at something or laugh really loudly, then it's just going to blow out and cut off. Which might actually be what you prefer if I was to suddenly scream. But at the same token, it's like, it's not great, because if I'm too close to the red, then there's a chance I'll blow out just by raising my voice ever so slightly. So I want to try and avoid that. Right, okay, let's shut everything down that doesn't need to be running. Did I do all my Discord? I keep finding... What's funny about Discord is you can start typing up a message, close it, come back to it several days later, and realize that you didn't send that message that you thought you were going to send. That's closed. That can go away. Let's pause the music. Let's close that document. Let's close that folder and get it. No, change the screen and get into the game. So yeah, we're in the place which is double reality. So you've got reality and irreality. My party has been thrown to the four corners of the world. House at the Edge of Time. That's what this place is called. Did I just want to double check. No, I didn't. I possibly should be leaving notes for myself because this place, I don't remember them doors being open in the regular world. So yeah, all my companions have been scattered around, and so I'm having to pick them up one by one when I find them in this house at the edge of time. And there's two planes. There's reality and irreality, which basically means I've got to explore this place potentially twice. See, the Gnurly Witch was over there, and now the Gnurly Witch is over here. Luckily I found one of the clerics, but I'm also acutely aware that this game keeps changing stuff on me, so I'm not 100% sure on, you know, using up all their abilities. I can rest outside, and I have supplies, and there's a guy out there selling supplies, so I can rest up. Not sure if it's going to get rid of this death's door, which is a bit meh. But at the same token, you know, people have got strength damage, they've got con damage. I don't really have too much to worry about right now, but let's see what the Gnurly Witch has to say. Ah, my little guest. You handled my trap. I was hoping to get a dead body. What a pity. Narissa will be disappointed. Or perhaps she won't, if I bring her your head. I gave you a chance to for us to part peacefully. Don't you care about your life? Spineless creature avoiding quarrels. I have only contempt for those who try to make peace and good everywhere. Right. So now we need to murder the Gnurly Witch, who just straight up has bullshit going on. Oh look, everybody's been driven mad apart from me. What are we looking at here? We're looking at level 29, level 20 cleric, level 9 monstrous human. 421 hit points. AC is 41. This is terrible. See, one of the problems I've got at the moment is because I don't have everybody here. You know, Lindsay buffs up my skills. Valerie is a great tank, stands in the way of many things. Tristan can buff up attacks, as well as heal a lot better than Harim can. Gamri has the best attack ability out of everybody. And Octavia has a fair few spells that will target the Yeah, it's just straight up killed one of my party members. What the hell was that? Weird. This spell functions like Phantasmal Killer, except it can affect more than one creature. Only if the affected creatures can see the phantasmal creatures attacking them. Though you see the attackers as shadowy shapes. If the subject's fortitude save succeeds, it still takes 3d6 points of damage and is stunned for 1 round. The subject also takes 1d4 points of strength damage. You create a phantasmal image for the most fearsome creature imaginable to the subject, simply by forming the fears of a subject's subconscious mind into something that its conscious mind can visualize. The most horrible beast. Only the spell subject can see the phantasmal killer. You only see a vague shape. The target gets a will save to recognize the image as unreal. If a save fails, a phantasm touches the subject, and if the subject must succeed on a fortitude saving throw, or die from fear. And so, there ended one of my people, and made a mess of the rest of us. Failed to overcome the spell resistance. I'm stunned. Harem is confused, I believe. I'm confused, and I'm trying to attack Valerie. I have a feeling that this kind of requires the full group. Oh, there we go. I died. So, load the last save, and let's come back to this room at a later point. See, this is the part where I don't like how it's decided to do the ending.
All according to plan.
You know, it's not a major thing. I appreciate that they've probably done it for the sake of the video game to make it an epic conclusion. But I have reservations about this simply because... I say simply because. One of the things is, if you were playing this at a tabletop, and you've got 4 players, 6 players, however many players you want, and they're approaching the end game, the worst thing that you could do to the party is split them up and run each one of them individually through the end game. They've been playing the entire game, riffing off each other, picking out perks and abilities that allow them to succeed, where otherwise they might fail. I've been up that way, it was terrible. I've been in there. I think I'm fat. I can't remember. Oh god, what's happening now?
Why not add some fire?
Maestro Johnish?
I'm here, my darling, to teach you another lesson. To stop being a slave. It's not enough to escape from slavery.
Enough flapping your jaw, Janice. Get to business.
Do you see this key? It's the only way to open your cages. But there's a problem. After it opens one lock, it breaks. Only one of you can get out. Just one. So, you'll have to decide, my darlings. To kill the slave in you, you'll have to kill. Begin!
You're here. You're alive.
Believe it or not, we are too. Although we almost died.
Will you tell me what happened?
We woke up in cages, with Maestro Janus standing nearby looking quite real. He set the cages on fire and tells us there's only one key and makes us decide which one gets out.
But we both remembered how Janus ran from us like a scolded dog. And we knew that we could never be separated, ever. Each day that we spent together and problem we got ourselves out of gave us the grit and the skill to see through every deception. So I looked at Reg, and he looked at me, and the fire went out, and the cages opened. It was all Nyris's illusion. She'd pretended to be Janusz, but she messed with the wrong team. We didn't come all this way together to die alone.
You and I didn't walk so many roads just to fall for such rubbish. With a leader like you, we can face any monster. Let's go, shall we? I can't wait to laugh in that green witch's face.
And so this is the other thing where I was like, this also makes it kind of a bit of a moot point. If you were to gather everybody up and was able to use everybody, it'd be manic. And, you know, to a certain degree, you really would be kicking yourself when it was like, let's get rid of, you know, there's a couple of people that you can banish, or tell to get off your lands, and they're never to be seen again. So splitting you up and bringing everybody here kind of would make sense if you could recruit everybody, but no, it's still, you're capped at 6 people. But at the same token, that would make it very much a disadvantage if you did banish people, which I have done. Right, so bench you, pull you, accept. So I'm guessing I can change my party at any time. Not entirely sure where I'm supposed to change my party. Or that's something I'm supposed to do outside. Right, Octavia, you've got a level up. You're still the Arcane Trickster. You get 6 skill points. And get to choose, a feat. I'm guessing you've got spell penetration. Is a greater spell penetration? Is that a thing that I can have? I don't see a greater spell penetration. I don't see an improved spell penetration. So if there is one... Oh, there is a greater spell penetration and I've already got it. I've already got a spell. See, spell focus, evocation. Evocation is most of your dangerous magics. So casting fireball and a lot of those kind of impromptu create damaging effects comes from evocation. It can depend a little bit on what school the creator of the spell decided upon. a little bit, because, you know, that weird one which just outright killed somebody, that's an illusion because you're making them believe that they see a conjuration of their most primal fears, and it scares them to death. So that's illusion. Conjuration can be equally dangerous, but evocation, the thing is, it's only a +1 to the difficulty class of the saving throws. So that's not really going to be... It's not... Yes, it's a +1, but it's not enough, I feel. Did anybody else take Allied Spellcaster? Do we know? Don't know. Elemental Focus. Choose one energy type: acid, cold, fire, electricity, or fire. Add 1 DC. That's +1 to the DC of all saving throws against spells that deal damage. Again, that's just, you know, that's slightly more specific than spell focus, but it does kind of allow you to be, so I want to do a lot of acid damage. So it doesn't matter the source, whether it's a conjuration or an evocation. If it's going to deal acid damage, it's more difficult if you choose acid. They possibly stack. Spell specialization. I'll treat your caster level of being too higher. All I need to do is pick a spell. See, it's not telling me here what the spells actually do. Yeah, there's some spells, Firebrand, and the other one, which I cannot remember off the top of my head. Just taking a look at these. Just in case anything strikes me, it's like, this is the one that I want to pick on. No. I think we're going to go for spell focus evocation. Oh, we got level 7 spells. Legendary Proportions, that's a spell. Might have been in that list. Having that happen, well, actually no, it doesn't really make... See, it's a middle level. It's one of them where it's like, that being 2 levels higher might be beneficial. Given the fact that it would last an additional 2 rounds, which is not a long time, but it is a reasonable amount of time. This being an extra 2 minutes isn't going to make too much of a difference, I feel. Right, so level 7 spells have just opened. Oh no, we've had level 7 spells for a while. Right. I'm gonna take Caustic Eruption because it sounds dangerous. These are all reflex saves. Bum. Joyful Rapture might be useful as well. Though this is wizard, so I'd have to check the spell book. I do like Chain Lightning, so I'm going to take another one of those. Well, maybe I should take Disintegrate. No, it's a Fortitude save. I mean, this one's a reflex save, but at least it doesn't, you know. So you got to cast a level of 14, which means that on a save, you know, it's essentially you roll 14d6 because it's 1d6 per caster level, which is, oh, that's 2d6 per caster level. See, Disintegrate has a much higher maximum, but if they make the save, it's not half, which would be, you know, she's at 28d6. Half would be, what's it, flibbity flob, 14d6. It's not halved, it's 5d6. Whereas the Chain Lightning, it's 14d6, but if it saves, it's half, which is 7d6. But I think I'm going to take a Disintegrate. Because it changes up the save. It changes it from a reflex to a fortitude. And also that 28d6 is substantially higher, and it's just 28d6 points of damage. It's not typed. So if they're immune to fire, or if they're immune to electricity, it doesn't matter whether they succeed or fail, it's going to do nothing. The Disintegrate, it will always do something, even if it's only 5d6. But if they fail, then it's 28d6. And I'm going to take a Joyful Rapture. Just to get rid of the emotions, any emotion effects, which I think will cover confusion, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, I need to know somebody who's got confusion. Anyway, okay, Rengar, what level were you? 14. Okay, not too bad. We've only got 3 levels to do at this. 3 skill points. Keep with what you're good at. Right, allied spellcaster for the moment because everybody else has it and it won't hurt that you have it. Let's take maximized magic. And you've got a level 5 spell that you can choose. Bum bum bum. Oh, I've already got those. Okay. Let's take the Cone of Cold. That's one of your levels. And you get a point in Dexterity. Right. Oh, fourth level. Fourth level. Greater... Oh, you've already got greater invisibility. Okay. I don't like... I mean, Phantasmal Killer wouldn't hurt just in case it actually works. Let's take Disintegrate and Hellfire Ray. Oh, Umbral Strike. You create a bolt of dark energy and use it to make a ranged touch attack that ignores concealment but not total concealment. If you hit the target, it takes 1d6 per caster level. Half of the damage is cold and half of it is negative. The bolt shadow expands and covers the target, rendering them blind for the duration of the spell, which is 1 round per level. A successful fortitude halves the damage and negates the blind condition. I like that one. So, how do I not choose? There we go. And Disintegrate's just nasty, so we're going to be keeping hold of that. Though, should I go for True Seeing? Now, let's go for True Seeing. Probably get another level 6 spell. Counter Strike. At 16th level, whenever an enemy within reach of the Magnus successfully casts a spell defensively, that enemy provokes an attack of opportunity from the Magnus after the spell is complete. Okay. Bum bum bum. 3 more skill points. Oh, greater weapon focus potentially. Yeah, let's go for greater weapon focus with the scimitar. And the bonus Magus feat. Let's take improved vital strike. 3rd level spell. I love the way that we don't really get that much choice in these. Fireball. I've got. Now let's take haste because there's not too many people around with haste at the moment. And I thought. Oh no, I took True Seeing, but now I can take Disintegrate. Right. Since when did you get wings? Okay, let's cringe at his equipment. Plus 2. Oh, that doesn't even stack with whatever you're using. What a. Why isn't that? Oh, it's only a plus 2 against range. Okay. So that's a 5. Okay, that did just go up exactly the amount. You've got a magical weapon. Bomb. That's as much as I've got. And I can't access anybody else, which is a bit annoying, I feel. You know, because I've just benched one of the twins, Keenra, and she's got some equipment on her. Still feel that he's likely to be more useful. Right, is there anything else around here before we go marching off outside, downstairs? Outside, that's where it was outside.
As it should be.
The other one was downstairs. Okay, let's save it. Because this place is all about the bullshit. Bum.
What are you looking for here, you pariah? There is no place for you in your world, and there won't be a place in my dominion.
Get out, witch! When my friends find their way here, we'll pluck off your petals.
Your friends? Am I hearing it right? You think any of them are still alive?
Keep talking. I don't believe your tales.
Why would I lie to you? You are the reason that everyone you care about dies. You get banished from everywhere like the plague. Your soul is poisoned, like an animal gone mad. I will leave you with that. Farewell.
Back open to open this inventory, switch back these armors because, oh, what's this? Oh, that's interesting. Gonna be taking that back off you, mate. And that as well, because maybe, no, you should keep all that.
A simple request.
Emery kneels down at the frozen gravestone, mumbling something quietly. She barely notices you. Emery, what happened?
Do you see the name on the grave? Nilak. I didn't save her. Why does she die while a mad dog keeps on kicking?
Come to your senses. We need to keep going.
No, I'm leaving. You never really cared about me, so don't cling to me now. You'll thank me later for not dragging you down with me. Plague rat that I am.
So that's a problem. Oh, Jesus Christ on the skateboard. So Yay got all of the stuff back. Boo, there goes a major damage dealer of the group.
I don't need this.
Is Ringungar the best I can do? Oh, this has thrown me for a loop. Really could have done with... Right, so I got Jublios, I've got Nick Knock Knock. Ringungar. The other twin. See, this is super annoying. I know exactly the point in the story where this all went downhill. And I didn't like it at the time, but it was just all like one of them things. It led, you know, Amory didn't leave. And it let you continue playing the game like it didn't really make that much of a difference. Fair enough. Great. Fine. Continue on with Amory. Yes, it would have been great to save her friend, lover, whoever, not quite sure, sister, maybe? I don't know. But at the same token, it was like, it got away from me, I couldn't help it. Now, God knows how many sessions later, Amory just walks off on me, and she has been consistently the best damage dealer that I've had. Even potentially better than myself. And now she's gone. That's a problem. You definitely have that. Greater Ring of Ultimate Protection. Is that any good for me? It's potentially good for me? No, that's not good for me. Where am I getting 5 deflection bonus? Oh, the deflection bonus is coming from that. Spell resistance 18. Spell resistance 24. So if I was to switch out, so that's +1 to dodge bonus. So that actually goes down, but that doesn't go down. That is useless for me. Wish I kept my other armor. Although, potentially running around half naked would have been better. Right, so Octavia can take back this, which gives her a bit more spell penetration, which is a good thing. Nobody does natural strikes, unarmed strikes. Oh, hits with a melee weapon. Okay. +5 competence bonus on all trickery skill checks, or more damage. We'll take the more damage. Right, the Colossal Ring grants a 2-point luck bonus to Constitution. Can't guarantee that it's going to be a reflex save. So put that on Valerie. This is Ring of Evasion. This is +1 protection, +1 protection, deny unuseful. +3 natural armor. You've got the better cloak. Sure, have that circlet. It doesn't really make too much of a difference. Didn't even remember Amory had it. Right, so you just about look equipped. You've got a reasonable dex. AC, you've got a reasonable attack modifier. You got spells. I'm still rather annoyed that Amory left. Because it's like, what am I, you know... It's a fact that it's like, surprise, she's left. After so long of sticking around. You know, without even a chance of keeping her. You know, so basically... Again, she was the main damage dealer of this group. I knew how she worked. She was simple. She raged, she ran up, she hit things. She hit things supremely well. And now she's just gone because of something that I did sessions ago. It's not like I can just reload right now and be like, yeah, okay, I made a mistake here. I should have gone down this route. Or it's forcing you to live by the choices you make, which is kind of like fair enough when it comes to a tabletop role-playing game. You know, you don't get to hit the rewind button. But at the same token, it's spent this entire game leading me up to believe that she's going to stick around, only for her in the final hour to walk off. And yeah, she's been an integral part of my strategy a lot of the time. Do I? Yeah, I do. Alright. Turn that on. Oh, no, don't go alone. Who are you? Oh. Inori Eight Eyes. Karen, I thought I'd never find you in this house. I and my people I came to help you, but the damned portal and an even more damned fog has separated us from each other. I have to find my people once I'll wait here for you at the entrance once I find them. So this guy is the guy that you need to speak to in the tavern, who will allow you to recruit mercenaries, which are essentially custom build characters for the group. So rather than having to rely on the companions you got given, you know, based off that, in theory, seeing as though I've just lost Amory, I could in fact go get her back by creating a NPC mercenary with so like Amory even better than before.
Where am I?
In the cage you wanted to escape so desperately, little Skylar.
Kill me. Torture me if you want, Nyrissa. But I will serve you no more.
I don't need your service. I only wanted to know. How you, so devoted to good, could so diligently look the other way, while there was evil happening right under your nose.
Shathal, no! Stop!
What happened? Where am I?
In a place worthy of you, Inquisitor. Are you prepared to keep fighting for those who never appreciate you? Those who despise you and think you a monster?
Oh, Saren Ray, Give me the strength to overcome evil. Give me the fire to burn the disgusting undead servant of the fallen goddess!
Bring me the heart of this useless creature, and I will give you new life in the first world.
Oh good, you managed to kill her.
You found the way. Praised be Sarenrae. I...
Tristan is kneeling beside Jenthal's motionless body, quietly saying a prayer to Sarenrae. Noticing you, he jumps up. Tristan, what happened?
Both Jaethal and I fell for Nyrissa's lie. She fooled us with illusions and made us fight each other. And I was stronger. I never expected I learned many lessons while traveling with you, and resilience was chief among them. Jaethal lacked it. I want to tell you, this might sound cruel, but I don't regret what happened. I might have been driven by Nyrissa's lies, but for too long I've turned a blind eye to what a monster Jaethal was, and how much harm she did. You've made it clear many times that indiscriminate forgiveness is not always the best solution. Well, I've learned this lesson.
Well, what's done is done. Let's keep going. Harem, you are no longer required. Right, so... I'm just missing Lindsay now. Let's quickly level up Tristan. Greater spell focus, weapon focus. Do you not have weapon focus crossbow? You don't. You have spell focus conjuration. Not quite sure what that choice was about. So, I think it's a light crossbow he uses. Yeah, light crossbow. And the other alternative is extra channels, but I think he's already taken that like a couple of times anyway. Let's give him weapon focus. Light crossbow. And we get access to 9th level spells, I believe. Ooh. All creatures within the 30-foot burst centered on the target to within close range. Everybody gets 250 hit points. Removes ability damage, blinded, confusion, dazzled, dazed, dazzled, diseased, exhausted, fatigued, nauseous, poisoned, sickened, and stunned. What else do we have? Fiery body. The spell transforms you into things that I didn't read. A living flame. You and your equipment are immune to fire damage. In fact, every time you would normally take damage from fire, you're instead healed a damage of 1 power point of 3 points of damage the fire attack would have normally inflicted. You are immune to blindness, critical hits, ability score damage, disease, electricity, poison, stunning. You have acid resistance 30. You take 150% as much damage from cold as normal. You have an enhancement bonus to your dex, to your dexterity score. Your unarmed attacks deal an additional 3d6 points of fire damage, and you are considered armed when making unarmed attacks. Fire spells you cast have their saves increased by DC increased by 1. Not bad. Elemental Swarm Fire gives you... When the spell is complete, 2d4 large elementals appear. 5 rounds later, 1d4 huge elementals appear. 5 rounds after that, 1 greater elemental appears. I mean, don't mind if I do. I'm guessing Mass Heal is what I can convert them into. Can I move that one to there? No, I cannot. So I have Energy Drain, Overwhelming Presence, and Summon Monster 9. It's a confusing one. This spell summons 1d3 extra planar frost giants if you are evil, and 1d3 extra planar Moadic divas if you are not, comma, 1d4 plus 1 bogeyman, comma, or 1 Thana demon if you're evil, or 1 Gali Azata if you are not. So I think you get one of those. Just could be anything that appears. Pole of Midnight. What's this one? You plunge the area into a brutal chill of the Arctic night. All creatures in the area take 5d6 points of cold damage and 1d6 points of dex damage per round. A successful fortitude save each round negates the dex damage but not the cold damage. I mean, it's too indiscriminate, I feel, for that, because it's like, there's nowhere that I could really put that in. I'm not allowed both of these, which is really annoying. I don't really want to take that. Your presence inspires incredible awe in those nearby. A creature that fails its saving throw against this spell falls to the ground and prostrates itself before you, believing it bows before a divine presence. These creatures are cowering for the duration of the spell, which is 1 round per level, which is 17 rounds. Each round after that, the target of the spell may attempt a new saving throw to the end of the effect. A creature that recovered from the spell early after being affected by it takes 1d6 points of wisdom drain and is staggered for 1d4 rounds. A creature that succeeds the initial save to resist the spell is merely staggered for 1 round. You point your finger and fire a black ray of negative energy that suppresses most life force in any living creature it strikes. You must make a ranged touch attack to hit. If you hit, the subject gains 2d4 negative, temporary negative levels stack. I mean, that's not the end of the world. I'll take it. I don't like it, but I'll take it. Alright, welcome back, Tristan. You are not useless, and are welcome.
Something bothering
And you've still got all your equipment? Yep. Right. Bye, Janefall. Right, I'm starting to feel slightly better about our long-term prospects in this place. I have a feeling it's a terrible idea to go this way. But I have a feeling that might be where Lindsay will be. Mr. Chamber to the underground floor, Mr. Chamber to the underground floor. You can get where the final key is stored from there. Oh. So, my Robin thought she could trick me. Tried to spy, didn't you? Well, yes, because I'm not a traitor and I don't abandon my friends. Such loyalty. I know how just to reward it. You're not who I was expecting to find here. The Horned Hunter salutes you. Ah, the king of a sandcastle. You made it. After defeating the Jabberwocky, I have to admit I'm impressed. But what will you do now? Pick up the silly little bard's body? What did you do to Lindsay? The Horned Hunter shrugs and then nods at the breathless body on the floor. She thought she could trick the mistress. Well, she's not the first, and she won't be the last. No, no, dear Lindsay, why? I feel I've lost another sister. Octavia's eyes are filled with tears, but she angrily wipes them away with a jerking motion. You'll pay for this, you'll hear me. And get out of my way, I want Nerissa. I will get to her. No, silly creature, it's Nerissa who wants you. You are the last grain of dust that will fall in the apology, and I will bring this grain to her. Well then. As soon as you are so rude. Spells. Is that the best kind of pit that we have? I mean, I don't really want to use the best kind of pit, to be fair. But it is. Why can you not attack him? Oh, I'm guessing he's dead. Quote unquote dead. Fucking coward.
This should do it.
Why the hell do I have I lost control of Rengar? God damn it. Who is this Octavia?
Taste my fury.
A little bit annoying.
Mistress will deal with you.
Shaking his fist farewell, the horned hunter leans heavily against the door that led to the second floor. As if recognizing him, the door opened, allowing Nyrissa's terrifying servant through. He rushes away. The bodies of slain satyrs lay by the king's feet, but the hero's eyes were not fixed on them. A little further along, the daring, talented, restless Lindsay, loyal chronicler and friend, lay motionless on the ground. She was dead. Realizing what happened, the king
Told Tristan to bring her back to life with a raise dead spell. He took the unfinished book from her dead hands and clasped it to his heart like the most cherished treasure in the world.
The visions of the house at the edge of time have revealed to the king the sad truth. Lindsay never betrayed him. She just wanted to find out Nyrissa's plans. Pretending diligently to be interested and excited, Lindsay asked questions and finally discovered that there's a special place in the house at the edge of time. A shrine where the apology was kept. A cup holding the dust of almost 1,000 kingdoms. If we reach this treasure, the evil nymph will definitely not be able to hide from us any longer. The entrance to the shrine opens with 3 keys. The wriggling man keeps the first key, the gnurly witch the second one, and the third one is stored in a secret room on the first floor. To get inside, one must pass through the mist chamber in the underground part of the house. Upon discovering all this, Lindsay decided to set off and find the third key to help the king, but she was caught and murdered. I knew solo missions were not my thing. And then, standing over the body of his most loyal companion, the king thought, how is it that this very moment is being described in the book if the author is already dead?
Lindsay?
Yes, it's me, right here in the book. It's a good thing you found me, and that you can read. I've written all about the key, alright? You can find it somewhere in the mist, or using the mist. I didn't quite understand it all myself. You know, I was so scared when I stood at the door of the house and realized there was no one around. And then I got inside the book. This probably doesn't happen to souls often, even here in the first world. This is so strange. I can't decide whether it's exciting or sad. I've been thinking, can books read other books? Otherwise, when we defeat everyone and return home, I'll be bored. I'll have to live in the library. It's dusty, and maybe you could put me in a display case in the throne room? I'd sniffle, but can't. Thank you for everything. It was such an exciting adventure. Please don't forget to take me with you wherever you go. I have to know how it all ends. Finish my story. It's too early to put a period on it.
Forgive me for not saving you, Lindsay. I will take you with me and protect you, I promise.
Provoked. This is going to hurt.
God damn it.
A calculated risk. This will hurt.
God damn it, Octavia.
Let's try this way.
Do not falter!
This should do it.
God, we're back to when I first started playing this game and nothing would bleeding hit.
A calculated risk.
And that's potentially another one of the more frustrating things. It's like, yes, Lindsay's dead. And I have no chance of bringing her back. Welcome back, Rangungar. Hopefully we have slightly better use of him now that he's alive again.
Yeah.
Cool it.
Onward!
Make yourself open.
There we go. You're paralyzed.
Cool off.
You can't get close enough this round. Don't block the doorway.
I'll cut you.
This will hurt.
Could you not do that?
Taste my fury. Sister, protect me. I failed you, sister.
Would you just die already? You're making me look bad. Headband of Inspired Wisdom. Totally useless. It's another area cleared out. The wizard in the mirror keeps clinging to the glass and whispering softly, not noticing you. Right. Let's try heading to the door.
Right here, my friend.
Just so that I can be sure that I've got the entrance and exit cleared off, and also I have a feeling that this is...
To victory!
Aren't you supposed to be ghostly?
Let's try this way.
This is bad.
Calm down. Not dead yet.
This is for you.
Also something, a ghostly mage guard in the back.
Let's see what your entrails look like.
This should do it.
Stay behind me! Ah!
God fracking damn it.
Show me your heart.
I'll fight if I have to.
Repent!
Nope, can't get closer than that.
Let us strike as one!
Oh, that's the one that's nearly dead.
You can't stop me.
Still only nearly dead. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Touch a creature and heal a willing living creature for the amount of damage equal to your kinetic. Okay, sure, do that. Are you still terrified? No, you should be good to get there. Oh, there goes Valerie. Ingara's not looking good again. Valerie can approach.
Consider provoked.
Thank you for continually missing. Ringangar's back in action. Surprise. If you could just die, that would be great. Are you back with us now, Valerie? Nope. Fireball, stone skin, fear, dimension door, greater invisibility, phantasmal killer, lightning bolt, haste, dispel magic, vampiric touch. Are you back with us? Yeah, nope. One of these days he will run out of cloud kills.
Die for me. Let's see what your entrails look like.
Come on. Right, are you back in the action yet? Nope. Valerie, come on.
Follow my lead.
The mirror before you simply reflects its surroundings. It seems amazingly mundane decoration for such an insane place at the house at the edge of time. That is, except for one strange detail. The mirror reflects the room, the dust rising in the rays of light, everything but you. The moment you realise this, you hear a dull moan from somewhere behind the glass, and someone nearly crashes through the mirror from the other side. The reflection, if of course it is a reflection, raises its head. A human, clearly a wizard, a beautiful young face, pale as death. His dark clothes are charred and bloody. In one hand the wizard is holding a lantern just like yours, while the other he clings to the glass, as if he's trying not to fall. I can't. Again and again. Hey, do you hear me? The reflection focuses his stare on you and whispers, I hear you. Next one. Who are you? I am what I seem, a reflection stuck in time. I am the one who was reflected in this mirror long ago. Probably dead, but I can't disappear. The house at the edge of time stores the moments when he was clinging to his life, wounded, on this very spot in this very room. And I will remain here in his remembrance forever. Whose reflection are you? I don't know this. The mirror only stores a one moment, but I am but a small fragment of what he was, the real me. I am only what he felt when he fell to his knees before the mirror, wounded. Only what he was thinking at that moment. Pain, rage, desire to achieve his goal, whatever it takes. Where did you get that lantern? It was a gift from someone great, whose power was more vast than I could have ever imagined. But I can't tell you no more. I don't remember. Why is it that you called me that next one? I know nothing of my true journey. Its end is lost in the darkness, and the beginning is so far away. But I know that you follow in his footsteps, as I once did, and you fight to protect your lands from her, from Narissa. Can I help you in any way? I want to be free. I want to cease to be. I have lived for untold ages, feeling only despair, anger, fear of death and defeat. Everything that has happened to me at that fateful moment by the mirror. Can you help me? I know you can. I know that I can have peace only if I learn the end of my story. There are more mirrors somewhere in the house, which store its fragments. I am but captured by this place and moment, and cannot look for them on my own. If you can do this for me, if you revisit the path the real me took, and find all three mirrors, then I shall be free. I'll give it a try. I couldn't be more grateful. The reflection whispers. Listen, you've had to start from the beginning and touch the mirrors in the same order they once reflected me. If you make a mistake in the order, or touch an empty mirror, you'll have to start over. I can only assume that the next mirror is somewhat near the entrance to the house. But I know nothing more. Please help me. And be careful, or you may become just another reflection in Nerissa's mirrors. Okay, great stuff. But yeah, Jubilios and Knock Knock are the only two that I've not found yet. I thought this was the way out, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's this room? Oh, god damn it. Might catch me? Yeah, it will. God damn it. Why are you blind? Because you've got the blinding sickness, of course you do. Good day, Ring Dong Dar.
Do not falter.
Okay. Wizard down.
A calculated risk. I didn't even break a sweat.
No, you didn't kill him either, so don't get so freaking chuffed at yourself. That's bad, that's bad, that's very, very bad.
Bleed for me.
Next.
Onward.
Ugh.
This is going to hurt.
Please don't attract anything else in this place. It's resurrection. Let's heal. Bring that back using Octavia. Somebody's got a grand total of 14 hit points.
This is for you!
Fear me.
Nope.
You forced my hand.
I'll cut you. Show me your heart.
I'm glad you called.
Alright. This is where I came in. I remember because it was a terrible idea to come down here. But this room is only a problem in the reality, not the irreality. Right.
No mistakes.
Into the other half.
I am prepared.
The monkey isn't here. The mirror, not the monkey. Right, so how am I supposed to get outside? There's a shrine somewhere in the house where the apology is kept. I could have sworn that I come in through the well. So I figured that's how I get back out. This is supposed to be some front door that I'm supposed to work my way through. Oh, you don't have a special roll. There's no need to go hunting, because I can't hunt here. I should do it. Our enemies are growing more and more powerful, and now we're handling them, but we need to treat state of defense more seriously. Why, Valerie, are you afraid of being eaten by a troll? Maybe you should have never have taken up the sword. The battlefield can be dangerous, you know. It's definitely no place for cowards. I wasn't talking to you, and in the future, mind your tongue. Or what, you'll start crying? For a girl from a nice family... If a girl from a nice family is afraid of trolls, she should be kept away from the stolen lands, sat in the Temple of Shaylin doing her embroidery. Ringongar, stop this immediately. Leave her alone. I wasn't saying anything. Valerie turns to you, shooting fire from her eyes. I am entirely capable of handling this without your assistance. Yes, but I can't stop taking care of you. See, this is very much so, like, I don't know what the wording of the intent is. How can I stand and watch silently while you're being attacked? I'm sorry, you're right. I overreacted. The girl catches her breath. I think I need to cool down. Ringongar follows the girl with a heavy stare. Ringongar, what is the meaning of this? What do you think you're doing? The half-orc frowns and looks away. I don't know. I just thought I'd do it. I'm just a fool. Thanks for stepping in before it led to bloodshed. Yes, it would have been yours all over the place. Right, okay. So that's not the way in and out of this place. Right, I'm in the bad side. Good luck with it.
Hurt.
Oh god, without Lindsay I've only got access to limited hastes. I hate this ending.
I'll try to make this swift.
Just tell me most people save from that. Bum. Frack, Tristan, I needed you.
Training pays off.
Cool it.
A bit tired today, so I'm not really. I'm concentrating on this and trying to figure everything out. It's gonna be one of them where it's like I have a feeling that there's still a fair few sessions left in this game. It's not even full health.
Let's try
Right,
this way.
back into the fray.
An expected outcome.
Victory is inevitable.
I'll fight if I have to.
We are back into the fray. I don't think you are though. Nope. But yeah, this is taking a lot of concentration out of me because it's like I need to try and make sure that I don't die. And Octavia, if you could just hit something. We're having to nibble these guys to death as it is, and you can't hit a bleeding 4. Oh. Valerie's now scared. Select everybody, move up. Grab everything. I'm kind of curious as to why that pick was there.
As it should be.
Yeah, it seems odd that the only, that's the first time that I recall seeing an item somewhere which you could pick up. Nothing in there. save it and see where this goes. I have a feeling that somewhere around here might be the front door.
A trivial matter.
Now let's do a second floor.
All according to plan.
In which case it might be this way to the front door. Where I found Harem. I think this way I found death. I'm actually kind of curious about something. One of the things that I'm a little bit aware of is the fact that I've come here at level 17 rather than the full-blown level 20. You know, it's frustrating that I've lost 2 of my main 4 or 6. One through literal plot and the other through an event that happened sessions ago. But I'm now also acutely aware that I'm 3 levels lower than what I could be. There's 2 people in the group who aren't as well equipped as they should be. I've got next to nothing for them. I mean, you could have that belt of physical might. Sure, why not? That's interesting. This I don't recognize. And Stigori's Embrace. Ta-da. It's a thing that's now happened. You're wearing everybody else's range or melee. Mental Perfection 6. Oh, some of this I think is lenses? Yes, it will be lenses. What crossbow did she have? It's potentially better. pretty agile as it is. That gives you a 37. I've got to go shopping later and it's persisting it down, ain't there? What is this? Resistance is +6 plus all spells with the electricity descriptor cast by the inflictor wearer. By the wearer inflict an additional 1 dice per damage.
I don't like it.
What? Oh. Oh, it's one of them items, is it? Right, okay. There's no point in giving her the archer braces. I should have saved after re-equipping stuff.
The Dawnflower. Oh, Saren Ray, I see your light.
Jesus Christ.
Don't tell me you forgot how to use it.
Healing fire. I need your breath.
So, we got 4 enemies and 2 people awake. Two people dead.
Cool off.
Well, they can't really do much to hit me. I can't really hit them either. Well, that was a reasonable hit. They critted for 4 points of damage. Woo! Ooh. 2 hits in a round. We are lucky. Oh yes. Can't hit the guy with the shield and armor, so murder everybody else in the group. They're only paralyzed for another 2 rounds.
Taste my fury.
The weak suffer. I endure.
Do not falter.
You might endure, but you're just about dead, mate. And you probably won't last another round. I've eventually stopped attacking the nearly dead guy. Furious squirrels! Nice, beat up the wizard. These things immune to cold. $10d6 saving throw halves. 60, 23, yeah, absolutely lousy roll on the damage. Ah, you're as bad as Octavia for hitting on a 2. Let's see if that does much for me. Lowers your AC by far too much. Oh, I killed the squirrels. Oh my word. Don't I have a Dominic lying around somewhere? Whole monster. Screw it, let's try this disintegration hit. Of course, Octavia misses. Yeah, that's the first thing I should have thought about. Well, you did decide to try and disintegrate them, so it's only fair, really, that they're attacking you.
Onwards!
Shellspot. Ooh, we hit one of them. Did they just hit Octavia with vampiric touch? Come on, we can kill one of them.
You can't stop me.
Hey, one of them down. Ah, Jesus. And that's Octavia dead. Oh my word. Come on. One of these rounds you gotta hit them. There we go. Started on this one. Only another 200 odd hit points to go.
Stay behind me.
Immune to cold, resistances to electricity and fire. Are we currently using Water Blast? We got Cold Blast. We got Ice Blast, which is half piercing, half cold, and we've got Water, which is just bludgeoning, which they're not immune to. I don't think I've got anything that I can do to improve.
My training pays off.
Just gotta hope that, yeah, eventually I'll be able to hit them. I wish I could hit them like they hit me. 4 attacks. Somehow 3 of them hit.
Cool off. Taste my fury.
Kaliki, you could probably do with shutting up. That's bad. Come on.
I failed you, sister. Let us strike is done. Do not falter.
I don't understand why she's unconscious. Oh, she's unconscious because... Right. Okay, that's... Bowman is possibly going to be a problem. So we take out the bowman first. Luckily, to a certain extent, easier to hit than anybody else. But while we stepped away from those people, they're using their crystal abilities, which is just wrecking the health. And as per usual, I can't get more than one bleeding hit in. Come on. We got 2 hits in that time. Oh yay! Paralyzed, is it? And there he goes. 20 on rounds wasted. So that goes to the gates.
Time for fun.
Ah. Apparently greater invisibility isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Run away! It's one of them where it's super frustrating because I can't see the rings. And Rengar's wings are useless. Alright, let's kill something before I get knocked out.
Left yourself open.
Back up a little bit. And heal. Within touch range. You are not within touch range. Okay.
Taste my fury.
So the guy with wings can't make it across the pit, but the people on foot can. I've been paralyzed. Oh, Frangara seems to have made it out of the pit.
This is going to hurt.
Nope. Nope. If you could stop doing that, that would be great. Please remove. Oh no, it didn't remove the paralysis. Great stuff. Lesser maximize, empower, maximize. Lesser quicken. I don't want lesser quicken. I'm bigger than lesser quicken. Because lesser quicken only gives me these spells, and that's not the ones that I want. The guy is paralyzed. Leave him alone for a cotton picking moment. Ringara just went down the pit again.
Cool it.
Right, hopefully this is worth it. Yeah, you can't sneak attack me now, can you? And I'm a little bit more difficult to hit. Itchy back. Oh, it only goes up to a mass cure critical wounds. Which is not useful. Alright, is it these? Nope, mass cure light, nigh on useless. Cure critical. There we go. Valor is paralyzed? Yeah, paralyzed. 6 rounds. think I might need to prepare more freedom of movements.
Cool off.
Rengongar's dead.
This should do it.
Taste my beauty.
Repent! A calculated risk. This will hurt. You forced my hand. Let's try this way.
How many more rounds? Oh, 10 more rounds, because she keeps failing it. Yay! These will be in alphabetical order, won't they? Aid, barkskin, feather step, greater invisibility, greater heroism, invisibility, protection from acid, arrows. I just want a freedom of movement. Anything.
This should do it.
Did I give you... I didn't. Was wondering if I gave Kaliki the outflank. Oh, Tristan actually hit something.
A calculated risk. I'll try to make this swift.
Cool it.
course they're critting just about every round.
Cool off.
So it's come to this.
Taste my fury.
It's like I'm getting nibbled to death. Hey. We actually got a couple of hits in. Oh, skip somebody who actually could have taken a turn. Alright, any moment now you're gonna be in trouble. Hey Retro Ted, how's it going? Oh, God damn it, Valerie. It's going. This game is frustrating. Valerie at the moment is not able to make a save to save her bleeding life. Whatever it is. Something's happening that's constantly paralyzing. Yeah, the main problem is... so... without too much spoilers, this is the beginning of the end of the game as far as I can tell. One of my characters who has a very high damage output and is immune to paralysis and confusion, so is very consistently a high damage output, has been taken away from me because of a decision I made probably a good 20 if not 30 sessions ago. So there's no undoing that. And then there's another character who is very utilitarian, buffs a lot in a variety of different ways. Oh yeah, permanently. And that utility character is also permanently gone. So 2 out of my usual 6 characters are just gone. While I'm trying to finish off the game, and this is round 22 of combat. because the only person that can hit and do any damage at the moment it's half of it's a B team, but Valerie right there, it's all if she. So at the moment when I try to hit, I need a 14 on my first roll. Oh, finally we killed something. If Valerie was able to move, then it would only be a 10 to hit, which would mean that 20% greater chance to hit on every single attack when I've got 6 attacks around. I'm slowly getting nibbled to death. My other utility wizard is also, or my wizard, who could throw out some utility or some variety of spells, might be able to do something. Currently paralyzed. It's now around 25, and I've killed one thing. So I'm a little bit frustrated. My character is a rogue who specializes in sneak attack and does a lot of damage when he can sneak attack. Somewhere in the region of 50 per hit. But that relies purely on my ability to sneak attack. And most of the things that I've come across down here either are undead, which are immune to precision damage, or are rogues that have got... What's the ability? I'm pretty sure it's in here somewhere. I think I've got to be a greater level than them to be able to sneak attack them. I also need an ally who is flanking or is doing something to assist, and there's nobody. Yeah, I don't know how much of a time sink Pillars of Eternity is. It's definitely not going to be as much of a time sink as this game. But at the same token, it depends on how how completely you play it.
You forced my hand.
I'm supposed to be quitting the screen in a few minutes because I need to go shopping, or else I'm not going to have any food for the rest of the week.
Cool off.
If you read all of the dialogue and do all of the side quests, it's going to take longer. But, your best bet is to look up
This will hurt.
how long to beat. If you just Google how long to beat and then the name of the game, it'll usually come across a list of people who have completed the game and submitted a time to this website. And that time will basically give you a rough idea of how long it's going to take to complete the game and how much time it'll take for the completionist, or the you want to take it with a bit of salt because some of the times are speed runs. But it does give you sort of like the leisurely pace, the speedrun paced, and the rest of it. How are we doing on this paralysis? 8 more rounds. Alright, Tristan, another heal. I may only be getting nibbled to death, but I've only got so many hit points.
This should do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things where it's like it will take you quite a while longer to complete this style of game. Oh, Octavia's back in the
So
fight.
it's come to this.
I was not expecting her to break free of her paralysis.
This is going to hurt.
What do I have? I mean, let's get a haste out there. That'll help a little bit.
A calculated risk.
Because I'll get more attacks and a full
Cool it.
attack modifier. Right. But yeah, the Amory the Barbarian has been taken off me. She has just as much chance to hit, but because she's reliant on her rage, which she can just do, she will be constantly putting out like 50 points of damage per hit. You're paralyzed again, Octavia. Oh look, 7 more rounds for
This will hurt.
Valerie. Still, I got off that haste off Octavia, which was kind of useful.
Let's try this way. Yeah.
Oh no, shoot.
Repent.
For the moment, I'm just trying to get this fight over and done with because it's supposed to be ending the stream, and I don't want to leave it mid-combat. But yeah, I try to read everything first playthrough and potentially subsequent playthroughs because, you know, I forget things. And also streaming it has meant that timing has been a little bit off because, you know, the number of times I'll pause the game and talk to chat for a bit and see what's going on and
I didn't even break a sweat.
discuss the affairs of other things other than the game. Oh. 40 rounds of combat, and Valerie is still paralyzed.
This should do it.
Luckily, that sneak attack seems to be giving. Oh, not the sneak attack, the haste is giving me quite a bit of a boon. How long until you break through that? Ooh, another round, and then you're free.
An expected outcome.
You'd think in 41 rounds, Khalik would have hit once, given the fact that she needs a natural 20 to be able to hit.
I'm wounded. A calculated risk. Ah!
Best throw out another batch of heal.
This is for you!
Right, now I just need somebody to hit her. I didn't say you hit me, I need somebody to hit you. There we go.
All according to plan.
You're still... No, you're no longer paralyzed. Come on, move. Oh no, you are paralyzed. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No longer paralyzed. Alright. I know what... I need to explore around that corner. I need to explore where this goes. I'm hoping it's to the outside, because then I've got somewhere safe that I can rest up, recoup my spells, without having to worry about things. I need to consider potentially getting... So one of the things that you can do in this game... let's save it. While I talk for a few. Because I will be ending the stream here. Debris, what's it? So one of the things that you can do in this game is you can hire mercenaries who are basically custom builds. Yeah, I mean, this is the beginning of the... Straight up, I don't like what they've done with the beginning of the end. So basically... Spoilers. Okay, that's plenty of time for you to have closed it up. What they do is, you get... a portal to the end game, and it's finish up any business, because once you go through here, it's over. So you know that it's pretty much the end game. And as you're going through this portal, you get separated from all of your companions. You then have to wander around this maze of a place, just by yourself initially. You will come across other companions as you're going up. So basically, you're looking around looking for your A-team. Only problem is, the game's judged you on prior actions as to whether they still want to be in your team, because there's the big boss who's manipulating everybody. So you're going into this place, you're on your own, which is just a terrible position to be in, depending on which class you are. So there's a lot of saving and reloading, which I really don't like in video games, relying on that mechanic. But you have to rely on this mechanic, because you go, you come out the door, you take a left, you go into a room, and you will die. Unless you've got a very specific character that is built to survive and deal a lot of damage on their own, you are going to die. So that's a reload. So you take the left, you turn to the right. And there's a potential of going into another room and just straight up dying. If you go the slightly different way, you'll come across two of your companions. There's a reasonably good chance out of them two companions that you've only really been using one of them. Because they're a twin soul, and basically what will happen throughout the rest of the game, you can either have one or the other. Never both. And there's a reasonably good chance that you've picked one. They both are very similar in their builds, and you can make them more similar or completely diverge them. But you can only ever have one in your party, because to get out the other one you need to put away the first one. So chances are you've only been running with one of them. If you're like me and haven't been running with either of them, then they have whatever equipment you left them with. So 10 levels ago, when you last did one of their companion quests and threw whatever equipment you had on them just so they'd survive a few rounds of combat while the rest of the A-team ran around and dealt with everything, Yeah, that's all their equipment. Oh, and you only probably equipped one of them up because you couldn't have both of them out, so there was no point in equipping both of them up, right? So then you've got to continue exploring this place, going in a room, dying, reloading, thinking, okay, I didn't save that recently, so now I need to navigate this maze back to where I was, save it, go into the next room, see if you die. You might not. Who knows? You'll come across some of your companions who will basically just walk off if you didn't quite finish their companion quest or it didn't go quite according to plan. And hopefully you'll be able to find enough of the team, put it back together again and defeat the place. Oh, and there's no going back to where you were, so now that I've realised that, okay, maybe, just maybe, I should have entered this place at level 20. I'm only level 17. Didn't think it'd be that much of a difference because, you know, my A-team has handled just about everything else this game has thrown at them. Oh, wait, 2 of them are missing. 2 really useful ones are missing. You know, there's Octavia. If the wizard had disappeared, I wouldn't have batted an eyelid. I would have thought, alright, fair enough. I screwed something up here. Yes, she's good. And yes, she has a bit of utility about her. But she's not fantastic. And also, her dice rolling skills are dire. Anyway, I am going to have to get off. I need to go shopping. The shops are only going to be open for another hour. Let us find out if there's anybody streaming that I want to raid. We have got nobody at the moment. So I'm just going to close off the stream. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate that I'm ranting about this game a lot. I don't apologize if it is your favorite game in the world. The end game without meta prior knowledge of it is annoying. Hopefully they didn't do the same thing for Wrath of the Righteous. If they have, I'm not sure if I can continue to support them as a gaming studio. But I'll give Wrath of the Righteous a try once I get hold of a copy of it. Thank you all for coming. I will be back on Thursday. Playing more Pathfinder Kingmaker. Back on Friday playing Hitman 3. I believe there's another elusive target out this Friday. As prior mentioned, I'm no longer streaming on Mondays because on Monday the 24th of January I will be joining Manipot Studios over on their channel while I run a actual play live stream of Fly Free or Die, a Starfinder adventure path in All That Glitters Explodes, with such people as Krifu, Crit Commissions, J-Station 64, and somebody random that we managed to find on the internet. And yeah, it will be streaming at 7 PM GMT on Mondays, starting the 24th, going weekly. VODs will be available. They'll also be going up on YouTube, so if you can't catch them live, catch them after the fact. And yeah, that just about wraps it up. So I shall see you all next time. Daddy bye.